Okay, so here we are back again. If you remember, we left off from last time by finishing up the height and width of each of the border we're making. This is again, if you forgot, the third example of where conio could be used. So here's what we got right now. Here's what we got right now. If you're wondering, we'll have that. It's a little laggy sometimes. And we got that. So you can see we got a pretty good idea of how it's gonna work. Now we need to add the actual game. What I want is a timer counting down and the dimensions you're supposed to match. If you match these dimensions, new dimensions pop up and you have to match them. And the time gets smaller and smaller each time. For this, we'll need to use rand. If you remember, we talked about rand earlier in the earlier course. If you don't know what rand is, watch that video first. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a draw. So we have already got time left and required height and required width. So what we'll do here, where draw is, we'll say your dimensions, okay? Then we'll write, for example, required dimensions width, required width, and required height. Let's see. So now when we run it, we get that. Required dimensions, your dimensions. Then we're going to add cout time remaining. And then we want time left. And seconds. And L. So what we need to do is actually add a new variable called round to count the number of rounds that has gone by. And it'll start at 1. And we got a build error. What is it now? Round redefinition. Round game round. Actually, this is a good idea. What does this mean? There's already a variable in C++ called round, and we're attempting to redefine it, so we can't do that. Therefore, it gives an error. The way you fix it is simple. Just change the name. Anyways, we got time remaining now. Required dimensions and your dimensions. So this is working really well right now. Now we need the game. Now, where are we going to put the game logic? We have a function named logic. This is the third function. This will handle all the logic of the game. So here, we'll use before we begin, we want to set some random variables cout loading game and L. Loading. The reason we'll do this is you'll see why. So we want to srand time 0. Okay. We'll copy that for later. Then required width equals 1 plus rand modulus 7. And then we want to use a sleep, and I'll explain why we want to use a sleep here. And required height. Now let's run it, and then I'll explain why we use the sleep in between. Loading game, and it shows us 1 width, 5 height. And then if I run it again, it'll load the game again. And we get 6 width, 3 height. Now why did we use a sleep? Well, if I take it out, watch what happens. 7, that's not supposed to happen. Why is it both 7? 5, why is it both 5? You can see they're both the same thing. Why? It's because time doesn't go off milliseconds, it goes off seconds. So each second means it generates a new variable. So by waiting a second, we make it so another second passes. So then we make it so that it loads the next variable, the next number. So it's a random number, and each second that number changes. If that makes sense. Yeah. If it doesn't, just leave it. Just tell me in the comments. Now the next part is actually making this game work, because now we need to set the time. So time left equals, let's say, you get 30 seconds at the beginning. And now we go to the logic. We need a new variable called time counter equals 0. You'll see why. Next we say time counter plus plus. Why we do this is because every time this runs, we want, say, time counter to increase. Actually, we'll not do it here. We'll do it down here. The reason for that is then every time 10 milliseconds pass, it will increase time counter by 1. And you'll see what time counter is used for right now. So here we want to say if time counter is greater than or equal to 1000, actually no, 100. The reason we put 100 is if you do 1000 milliseconds, which is a second, 1000 milliseconds, time divided by your sleep value right here. So this is 10. So divide by 10 gets you how much time counter should equal. Time counter equals 0. Time plus plus. Time left. Minus minus. This is the basics now. Now if we run it, we get loading game. And it doesn't work. Fantastic. Oh, it worked. It's just very laggy. I think we need to decrease it again. Now. 26, 25, 24. Yeah, just play around with the value. That shouldn't be that. I'm just playing around with the values, see what I get. Okay, I think I'm getting closer. Just experiment the value. Start with that number and then keep going down and up until you get your sweet spot. 9, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and that should be that. Now the next thing is we want to this if statement. We want to then, when time left goes down, afterwards we want to use another if. If required, if width equals required width, so this is the game win feature, and required height equals height, then we want to see out good job. and L, C out, loading next round, and L. Here we want to also do a system CLS if equals. And that should not be like that. Not at all. Equals. So now that should be good. That's good. Now what? Loading next round, we want to increase the round, game rounds by 1. Then we want to copy and paste this. To paste here. Good job loading next round here. Now this one's going to be different. So it's going to be that. It's going to go around. Better idea. This will be 15. So there's like extremes. And here it'll also be 15. So you'll randomize again. But time left will be 30 minus game round. So when the game gets up to 30, that's how it works. Now, this is all good, but once if the game round goes above 30, then we have negative time. What the flip is negative time? So here, we want to say time left. If time left is less than 3, let's say, so time left can only go up to 3. Can only go down to 3. Time left will equal 3. So we have that. And then the game will continue. Now there's no game over feature yet. We should now see there's a working game. So we need 8. Alright, good job loading next round, and then it loads the next round, which is, yeah, you can see that the time left went down. There we go. Time left is 26 seconds. I think it's going down too slow. What do you think? Well, we should increase it by, so it needs at least round 15. Let's actually go for round 3. So now it can go. So now it will reach critical point by round, let's say 10. Round 10, and then we'll also want to display the round number here. C out round game round and L. So now we should have a working game, except for the game over feature, which doesn't work right now. 7, 11. So now we go to the next round. If there's less time, definitely less time. 12. Good. Yeah. Good. 13, and 1. Okay. Okay, what do I need? Yeah, you can see it did work. I know. Okay, good. What the? Oh my god. Okay, there's no lose feature yet, so let's add one. For now, we'll just simply quit out the game, but later on, maybe after this tutorial, you can try improve it. Maybe add an actual game over screen, but that's too advanced. That's too advanced for me to show you. So here, if time left is less than or equal to 0, then system, wait. game over equals true. That will just quit out the game. So now, if I wait for the countdown, oh yeah, you can see our round number down there. So it's working. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, game over. So now we have a working game that actually plays. So we can go there, yep, and then there, then yep, then that, and that, and oh my gosh, I'm just playing the game now. This is pretty good. So, is this the best we can do with this idea? No, you can improve it. Maybe make it so the countdown actually counts in seconds. Maybe make better graphics if you're a good graphics. And wait. Ah. Yeah, you can make it better graphics. Do some stuff. Try and improve it. And just post a comment in the comment section below if you've improved it. Anyways, if you like this, press the like button. Subscribe to me if you want to see more coding videos, or if you're more into gaming videos, I have those too. And I'll see you all in the next video.